Yo, squad, I'm Amelia. 16, a Miami high schooler secretly racing my LED scooter. I need ink to join the cool crew, but an artsy dude snaps me racing and pulls a fake dating stunt. Will my secret life tank? Or will a yacht party flip it watch to find out like, sub, share, let's blow this vid up. The ocean roared as I bolted from our mansion, my sneakers pounding the lawn like I was outrunning a tsunami. At 13, I was done with Dad's billionaire paranoia cameras everywhere, bodyguards tailing me, and a life jacket strapped on just to walk by our Miami pool because, yeah, I can't swim. Our glass palace on Collins Avenue was a cage, and I'd heard Dad plotting to ship me to a Swiss boarding school. No way was I ditching South Beach for cowbells and snow. So, I packed a backpack Pop-Tarts, burner phone, cousin's fake ID, and slid down a bedsheet rope from my window. Heart hammering. I hit the sand a mile away, the boardwalk's neon lights calling me. Kids were there, vaping, blasting Bad Bunny, living the life I craved. But 15 minutes in, sirens screamed. Blue and red lights lit up the beach, and a SWAT van, freaking SWAT, skidded to a stop. Dad stormed out, his Gucci tie flapping, yelling, "Amelia, you're killing me!" He'd tracked my phone's GPS. Of course. Cops rolled their eyes, muttering about rich kid stunts, while I shouted, "I just want to be normal." They dragged me home, and Dad grounded me for a month, posting a guard at my door. Fast forward. I'm 16, still dodging his tracker bracelets like a spy. My secret, I joined a school crew racing Apollo Phantom scooters, decked out with LED underglow that screams lit on Insta, to vibe with these badasses. I needed to look hardcore, real tattoos. Nope, needles are my nightmare. So, I snagged temporary ones online dragons, skulls, roses, super real, lasting days even through showers. I slapped them on my arms, neck, even my cheek, strutting like a TikTok queen. The crew dubbed me Savage Amelia, and I was living at home. I played ninja, hiding the ink with hoodies and scarves, claiming I was studying while sneaking to races. My bestie, Mia, taught me to hack Dad's GPS using YouTube tutorials and tricks from our racer pal, Leo, who'd jailbroken his phone. I swapped my phone's signal with a burner, feeling like a tech genius. But I got sloppy. One night, post-race, I was chugging Gatorade in the kitchen when my sleeve slipped, flashing a skull tattoo. Dad walked in, froze, and legit wobbled like he'd seen a ghost. "Amelia, what have you done?" he roared, clutching his chest. I smirked, but then I fumbled my drink, splashing Gatorade everywhere. The tattoo peeled right before his eyes, curling like a sad sticker. His jaw dropped, and he called our family doctor, thinking I'd poisoned my skin. When the doc confirmed it was fake, Dad's relief turned to fury. "This is a prank. You're grounded 2 months, no phone, no nothing." He even hired a private eye to watch me, upping his security game with facial recognition cams. I argued, but he wasn't budging. What he didn't know, I was still racing, dodging his PI with Mia's help. Then came the real gut punch. At a beach race, my scooter's LEDs blazing. This lanky dude in paint-splashed jeans fin-snapped a pic of me mid-drift. He grinned, all chaos, saying, "Sweet ride, princess. Bet your dad would flip if he saw this." My stomach sank. Finn, the art geek who swam like an Olympian, had dirt on me. He wanted me to fake date him to snag an invite to a swanky art gala Dad was hosting. If I refused, he'd snitch. I glared, but his smirk was unshakable. "You in or out?" he asked, waving his phone. I was cornered, and that glint in his eye, half nerd, half trouble, told me this was just the start. I stormed into the art room, my Apollo Phantom's LEDs still flashing in my head from last night's race. This fake dating deal with Finn was a total scam, and I was ready to make him pay. He was hunched over a canvas, paintbrush flicking, looking like a dork in his splattered Jordans. The art crew was hyped for a school exhibit, and I saw my chance to wreck him. Yo, Finn. What's this, a drunk pineapple, I said, loud enough for Snickers. He shot me a look, so I slipped, knocking a can of green paint onto his canvas. It splattered like a lime explosion, and the room gasped. Oops. Sorry, I chirped, batting my lashes. The art teacher freaked, yelling about disrespecting art, while Finn just grinned, which made my blood boil. At lunch, I was flexing my fake dragon tattoo with the racing crew when Finn slid in, holding a Coke. Hey, babe, he winked, and before I could react, he tripped, splashing the soda all over me. The sticky mess soaked through, and I screamed. Are you kidding? Kids laughed, but then I saw my arm. The soda had peeled a corner of my skull tattoo, curling like a bad sticker. Whispers started, is that fake? My savage. Amelia rep was on the line. I yanked off the loose bit, laughing. New ink every week. Keeps it fresh. The crew bought it, but Finn's smirk said he knew the truth. That night, I reapplied my tattoos with a TikTok tutorial, cursing him. At school, I played the girlfriend part, holding his hand, but dodging Dad's business partner, Mr. Vargas, was a nightmare. He was sponsoring the art fair, always lurking, and Hazel warned he'd snitch to Dad if he saw my ink. During an assembly, I bumped into him, dropping my scarf. The skull tattoo on my wrist flashed, and his eyes narrowed. I yanked my sleeve down, blurting, "It's just art class stickers." He chuckled, but snapped a close-up pic of me, muttering, "Interesting style." My heart raced. He was texting Dad. Finn, meanwhile, posted an Insta story of us, captioned, "My racer queen." It blew up, but Tara, a racing crew mean girl, commented, "Fake vibes. Amelia?" The crew started side-eyeing me, questioning my loyalty. I posted a scooter race vid to prove I was still savage, burning up the boardwalk. But it backfired. Vargas saw it, liking the post. I confronted Finn in the art room, hissing, "Your posts are screwing me over." He shrugged. "You're viral. Relax." I was ready to bolt when he showed me a canvas me on my scooter, LEDs glowing, a rose crown on my head. It was legit dope, and my anger wobbled. "Don't think this fixes anything," I snapped. Then Hazel hit me with a bomb. She'd overheard Finn joking with his art buds about a bet to win me over, but later told Leo, "I just want her to see me, not some game." My head spun. Was he playing me? Or was this real? I invited him to the next race to crush him and prove I was untouchable. But Hazel texted mid-plan. Vargas had snapped a pic of me racing, tattoos out, and was meeting Dad. My secret was toast, and Finn's painting kept messing with my head. Was he a liar? Or was I missing something big? The boardwalk glowed under a pink Miami sunset, my Apollo Phantom's LEDs pulsing to the beat of Lil Baby blaring from speakers. The racing crew was hyped, kids crowding the beach, snapping TikToks of our scooters. I'd dragged Finn here to watch me dominate, hoping to shut down his fake boyfriend act with a win. My fresh fake tattoos reapplied after the soda fiasco flashed under my tank top, and the crew roared. Savage Amelia's back, but Finn's clap from the sidelines, eyes all soft, threw me off. I gripped my handlebars, focus slipping. The race kicked off. Scooters weaving through cones, palm trees blurring past. I was neck and neck with Tara, a crew girl who'd been throwing shade since Finn's Insta posts. Mid-turn, she rammed her scooter into mine, sending me flying. I braced for impact, but Finn dove in, catching me mid-air. We crashed into the grass, tangled, my scooter's lights flickering like a broken rave. The crowd went wild, yelling. That's lit as I lay there, breathless, Finn's arm around me. "You okay, Princess?" he asked, half smirking, half worried. I shoved him, snapping. I didn't need saving, but my heart was doing backflips. Tara won, taunting. "Better luck next time." Poser. I swore revenge. Security rolled up, lights flashing, and we bolted. Finn grabbing my hand, we sprinted across the beach, leaping over ice cream carts, nearly toppling a hot dog stand, hiding behind a lifeguard tower. I laughed, gasping. Not bad. Art boy. He grinned. Swimmer's vibes. Yo. I noticed a bruise on his arm. Fresh and ugly. He brushed it off. Joking, he'd told the crew he saved me from a jellyfish to sell our act. I played along. Fake crying at the next meet. My hero. The crew laughed, but Tara wasn't buying it. Back home, Dad cornered me about oil stains on my Jordans. What's this? He pressed, squinting. I panicked, blurting, spilled bike oil in shop class. He wasn't convinced, calling the school to check my schedule, and I barely talked my way out. At school, I overheard Tara trashing Finn, calling him a washed-up racer. I grilled Leo, Finn's buddy, who spilled Finn was a racing legend last year but got kicked out for refusing to tamper with a rival's scooter. He valued fair play over clout. My jaw dropped. Finn had game, and I'd pegged him wrong. I started noticing him more, like when he fixed my scooter's throttle, teasing my basic playlist. But Tara struck again, hacking my Insta to post a vid of my crash, captioned, "Savage Amelia try crashing Amelia." The crew turned on me, and Leo texted they were voting me out. Furious, I blamed Finn, thinking he leaked it to sabotage me. We argued, and he snapped, "I'm not your enemy." Hazel showed me Tara's texts, bragging about the hack, and I felt like trash. Before I could apologize, Finn walked off, hurt, worse. Leo warned the crew was digging into the vid, suspecting I wasn't real because of my tattoos. If they found out they were fake, I'd lose everything. And Hazel texted that Vargas was meeting Dad tonight, probably with a race pick. I was drowning, and Finn's bruised arm kept flashing in my mind. Was he in trouble? Guilt hit me like a rogue wave as I tore through Miami's neon streets. My scooter's LEDs slicing the night. I'd wrongly blamed Finn for Tara's Insta-hack, and his pained eyes burned in my mind. I needed to make this right, but my racing rep was sinking, and Vargas's photo was a ticking bomb. At school, I found Finn scrubbing paint cans, his vibe icy. I was wrong. "Okay, I'm sorry," I said, voice shaky. He shrugged, but his little sister, Emma, burst in, tears streaming. Her art fair mural was trashed, tagged with "Nerds don't win." Finn's fists balled up, and I knew Tara was the puppet master. "We're shutting her down," I said, grabbing his arm. He nodded, eyes fierce. We snuck into the school's AV room at midnight, dodging security cams with hoodies up. My pulse thundered as Finn prized open a lockbox, flashlight jittery. The hidden camera caught Tara red-handed, spray painting Emma's mural with a smirk. We emailed it to the principal, and by morning, Tara was expelled, her crew in shambles. Finn pulled me into a hug, whispering, "You're legit, princess." My cheeks burned, but I kept it chill. The art kids crowned me a hero, but the racing crew was done with me. Leo texted they'd found a peeled tattoo in my bike's seat from the crash, demanding I prove my ink was real at the next meet. I rushed to slap on a new dragon tattoo, but sweat made the ink smear like a melted crayon. It's experimental ink, I lied, but they weren't buying it, saying they'd vote me out next week. I was gutted. Finn tried to lift me at the race meet, rocking a whale print hoodie, yelling "Vua Dai Zung." I laughed so hard I nearly wiped out. He was worming into my heart, and it freaked me out. That night, we bickered on the boardwalk, debating who'd smoke a race. I stepped too close to the waves, and a rogue current yanked me off the pier. Water choked me. I can't swim, and I flailed. Lungs burning. Finn dove in, swimmer's speed slicing through, hauling me to shore. We collapsed, my tattoos a soggy mess. "You're reckless," he panted, eyes locked on mine. I shivered, muttering, "Keep it from Dad." He swore he would, but I saw new bruises on his arm. He spilled that Tara's ex, Jake, was jumping him, wanting payback for her expulsion. Fury surged. Nobody messed with my Well, fake boyfriend. Hazel dropped a bomb. Emma said Finn had liked me since 7th grade, when I'd called his doodle dope. My head spun. Was this whole fake dating deal his way to get close at school? James ambushed us, taunting. You're a fake princess, and he's a washed-up loser. He bragged. Tara wanted us humiliated, threatening to post a TikTok of Finn getting jumped. Finn hit back with a Fortnite dance, making kids laugh, but James lost it, shoving him into a locker. I lunged, pushing Jake, back off. Finn stepped up, saying, "She's tougher than you." James swung, but security broke it up. That night, I found a sketch in my locker, me. Racing, labeled Fearless. With a note tucked inside, "I don't need the gala. Just need you to trust me." My heart flipped, but doubt lingered. Then Dad summoned me, waving Vargas's race pick. "No more lies," he said, slashing my credit cards, grounding me for life. I was cornered, and Finn's note felt like a lifeline or a trap. Dad's office felt like a courtroom as he waved Vargas's photo, my scooter blazing across the beach. "Racing lies, you're grounded till you're gray," he roared, slicing my credit cards with scissors. I begged, but he shut me down, demanding I attend his yacht gala tonight, a glitzy art exhibit on his flagship, crawling with Miami's VIPs. I showed up in a long-sleeve gown, my peeling tattoos hidden, feeling like a caged flamingo. The yacht sparkled, city lights glittering on the bay, influencers sipping mojitos, snapping selfies. Finn was there, in a rented suit, looking stupidly cute. I avoided him. His fearless sketch and note, "Just need you to trust me," messing with my head. Was he for real? Then James crashed the scene, posing as a waiter, eyes blazing. He'd snuck in to get revenge for Tara's expulsion, yelling, "Finn's a fraud, and your princess is a fake." Guests froze. Phones out. Finn stepped up, but I blocked him, snarling, "Jake, you're a sad wannabe." He lunged, but security tackled him, dragging him off as he screamed about making you pay. The crowd clapped, but I felt hollow. Finn tried to talk, but I snapped. "I know about your bet. I'm not your prize." His face fell, and he said, "You're so wrong." Before disappearing, I wanted to scream. Then the yacht's engines sputtered, stranding us in the bay, lights flickering. Guests panicked, influencers live streaming the chaos. I thought Finn had bailed until the deck lit up like a rave. He'd hacked the yacht's LED system, projecting a massive graffiti mural on the hull me, on my scooter, with Amelia, "I'm sorry. I love you" in neon pink. My jaw dropped. Guests cheered. An influencer shouting, "This is TikTok gold." Finn climbed a railing, megaphone in hand. "No bet." He yelled. I joked to shut my friends up. "I've loved you since you called my sketch dope in 7th grade. My heart raced. The ocean below terrifying. I can't swim. I scrambled up, yelling, "You're such an idiot," but tears spilled. "You're idiot." He grinned, and I kissed him, the crowd roaring. My rose tattoo peeled off, and an influencer's TikTok with #tattoofail hit 1,000,000 views mid-gala. Dad stormed over, ready to explode, but I faced him, voice steady. "I'm not your property. I choose Finn and racing. Remember when I ran at 13, I needed freedom then, and I need it now." He froze, my words hitting deep, his eyes softening. Finn jumped to the engine room, pulling tools from his dad's old dock kit he'd learned wiring as a kid at the marina. He fixed the motor in minutes, yacht humming back to life. Guests applauded, and Dad pulled me aside, still mad but moved. "He's got guts," he muttered, hugging me. First time in forever. Fireworks burst as Finn and I held hands, my tattoos a mess, but I was free. The crew saw the viral TikTok and texted, begging Savage Amelia back, loving my wild style. The real kicker, Dad found Finn's old racing vids, saw his skills, and offered him a gig designing yacht graphics. Finn smirked. "Bet I'll make him fire." I laughed, ready to race with him. "No fakes, just us." "Yo, thanks for vibing with my story." "Fam, it's all about being real. even when you're faking it to chase your dreams. Finn and I found love through the chaos. Bet you didn't see that coming. Drop a like if you loved it. Subscribe for more epic tales and share with your crew. Catch y'all in the next one. Peace out.